that everything is all around the Christian hip hop community? That's all about just them, and they only focus on hip hop and they're emulating it. The gospel community is the worst at it. Trust me. I hear a lot of renditions of songs. You know, Kirk Franklin is notorious for doing that. You take Al Green, I'm so tired of being alone, I'm so tired of being alone. And some other ones, them gospel groups, they might act like they don't like rap music, but when they get up on stage, they look like thugs. They look like they look just like you going to a rap concert. I've seen gospel groups and choirs that will get up on stage and look like as if they're about to bust out and rap. I mean, girls wearing tight clothing like they going to the club. And I'm not joking. I'm not, trying to point out and put people down for what you wear. But my thing is, don't shun away from something that you're embracing. And then they'll go as far as they love listening to Drake and Rich Homie Quan and all these other people, and act like they don't listen to no rap. When you mention it to them about gospel rap, like, that might be the devil's work, but yet you are quoting Hotline Bling. Come on now, all right? You endorse Chris Brown. Heck, half of y'all endorse Kendrick Lamar, and he ain't even Christian. Come on, man. Jeez. We put Kanye West on the map like he's a gospel artist. That joker is nothing there. He ain't even saved. I don't care what Kirk Franklin doing. That ain't no ministry. That is just imagery. that's negrometry. That's what it's called. Negrometry. It's when the negroids get in there and act like the negroids they are. Ninjaology 101. That's exactly what it is. Negroish. I could say the other word, but I'm not going to. But the honest truth is, every genre of music has a certain sound that sounds the same. In gospel music, if you ever notice, you listen to gospel music, it has that 1970s funk style of music rendition patterns. They're still stuck in the 1970s with Walter Hawkins style stuff, and it's nothing wrong with that. But that's when they're playing melodies and chords and keyboards and stuff, it's the same patterns in almost every one of them. But hip hop has the same stuff. Pop has the same stuff. Rock. All of them everybody has the same rendition. You ever listen to Christian contemporary music? Like the ones that's mellow music, like the women and the men? All the guys sound the same. Father, I come before you. And the next song is Heavenly Father. And then it's like in gospel, everybody likes to talk. There's a lead singer that can sing, but he likes to talk. And he wants to tell you what the next part of the song is going to be. You're going through a spiritual breakthrough. You're going through a spiritual breakthrough. And it seems like you're not going anymore. And it seems like you're not going through anymore. But I just tell my father. That's why my dad can't listen to CCM. Yeah, because it's all this. There's a certain rendition. In pop music, there's a certain chord that is always played in almost every pop song. So in hip hop, it's the same way. It's hip hop. There's a certain hip hop is the one thing about hip hop music that is different from all these other genres of music is hip hop evolves. Right now, the most popular type of rendition of hip hop is the trap beat style. It's a style that's been out for almost a year now, so it has that. The patterns of rapping is like. I'm not saying that's how they rap. They just kind of like it's the sing rap type of stuff. It's like we're going back to 2000, 2001 when 50 Cent and Ja Rule started singing in their raps. Girl, is it you love me now? You know what I'm saying? I love you like a fat kid love cake. You know what I'm saying? And what would I be without you? But now, the style is like a lazy rap. It sounds like the rapper has a whole bunch of tissue in his mouth, or like he's been eating like a whole bunch of bananas, and he's trying to rap while he's trying to eat the banana. He's like, I can't, it's hard to imitate, but it sounds like let's see, let's do like this. I'm gonna do an example. Yeah, so that's exactly how the music sounds like right now. But then what we do is, which is weird in the gospel and hip hop and the Christian hip hop community, is we wait for the secular industry to do something, and then we respond by trying to emulate it. I have yet to see a gospel artist or a Christian rapper that will create something that the other side would want to emulate and copy off of. See, we wait for mainstream hip hop to do something. Gospel waits for mainstream hip hop. Christian rap waits for mainstream hip hop, and then everybody else still waits for mainstream hip hop. Even Donald Trump supporters like Rich Homie Quan. They just don't want to admit it, but they like hearing his stuff because they'll endorse Hotline Bling, they'll endorse Drake, they'll endorse all these people. Yes, they will endorse it. Trust me. White people might sound like they're racist in South Carolina, but they love that stuff. I'm loving TJ Pompeo and can't wait for B Ripe to do stuff. And they're doing some great stuff also. B Ripe just did one Don't Forget About Us. I think it's Don't Forget About Us. I think it is. Which was like they sample like an old school, one of them old 1920s, 1940s songs, but it was real good. Yeah, with Belief. Yeah. And then TJ Pompeo had a great song. It was called Bear Trap, BARE Trap, which talked about being caught up in a woman trying to sleep with him, and and you're in that situation where you're single, but you're in a situation where a woman wants to be intimate with you, and you're like, okay, what do I do now? And I think a lot of people don't talk about that because it's as a single person, even married people go through that stuff. So yeah, it's great. But that was the sort of things I noticed. Yeah, he is. He's being very transparent, and I think that's what's missing is that we, in the Christian hip hop community and the gospel community, we wait for somebody else to be the foundation, and then we just play copycats to it by emulating some of the beats, some of the patterns and stuff. Like even the producers, some of the producers are not being original anymore. It's like we wait for DJ Mustard or somebody else who's well known in production to do something, and then we want to copy and emulate it and there's nothing wrong with being emulating something that you love. There's nothing wrong with it, but sometimes you got to take the leadership role. We can't always play secondhand, or like the hand-me-downs. That's why I feel like the gospel and Christian hip hop community is like we're like the fifth child in line, waiting for the hand-me-downs from our older brothers and sisters, and we're not trying to be the point where we're like, okay, let me allow God to create something for me to where it sounds original. I think that would be the awesome thing. When you have somebody that can originate something that's totally outside the box. Like as B-Boy, I can't bite your movie, but I can take what you're doing and flip it and be me. Yeah, that's right.